Okay, Gavril, the default vehicle. Gavril truck. Oh, come on.
Brazilian Birds Radio, a radio station with the seal of
That may be
quality.
the
One
closest I've made it.
FM.
Back it down here. Okay, this truck can't make it.
You are listening to Brazilian Birds Radio, a
You'd
sound
think.
trip through the Brazilian nature.
We just gotta adjust a couple things first. Well, it can make it if you put it in low range. But I'm also gonna activate the realistic gearbox so I can control the shifting. There we go, low range. That wasn't so difficult. I found out playing this map, well, first of all, you don't have to take that road. That's twisty and windy, and you know what? You can just go across this grassy area. There's some bumps, but at least you're not gonna slide off or have to navigate corners or anything. A couple of speed bumps. There we go. That's a little bit easier. This part here is narrow, it's bouncy. You have to kind of take your time and pick your way through. It's really narrow right there. Alright, we made it out of the crater and to the top of the dam. There's the reservoir on the left. There's like all that area down there. There's the crater. That's where we started. And where we're approaching on the left here is, well, first of all, there's this crevice through the rock face, and then there's a really steep climb to navigate. And I think to do both of those, not only am I going to need low range, I'm going to need to air down the tires. But this default truck, yeah, we'll see how far we can get. Okay, well, first thing, let's halt here. And I think I'm going to drop this down to 15. That ought to do it to get through here. always get stuck here. This corner is a little tricky. But I found if you change your perspective, you can get a little better view of it. So this part, this hump, you gotta get a lucky run at it. I don't think I quite got it that time. Oops, that's the momentum. So this part gets a little challenging. There's a hollow there on the right, and then you gotta kind of come around that corner. Okay, now this hill, this is challenging no matter what. So I'm going to reset this, and pretty much going to anticipate taking a bunch of tries at this. It looks like it's pretty close. I think I'm gonna have to change the tire pressure again. If I drop the back to 9, maybe that'll do it. Usually this takes many tries. Pretty close. That was actually very close. Wow, not bad. Okay, well I'm going to leave the tire pressure as it is, low in the back and a little bit higher in the front. I mean, they're both really low. You wouldn't drive on a highway tire pressure that low. But this climb is so challenging. This is pretty much what it takes to get this truck anywhere. And we got a few more challenging things to get through. Do this one again. Thought I was taking it a little bit easy. Made it!
Brazilian Birds Radio, a radio station with the seal of quality, 1 FM.
This is still pretty windy. And even though you're on, you know, sort of a wide area again, because of these hazards on the left, you can't just go flying through here. And then of course up ahead we're going to get a little bit narrower yet. Like right here. Yeah, I'm going a bit fast. Wild. I don't think there's any penalty with running low tire pressure like what I'm doing, you know, and kind of going a little bit faster. So once you find a tire pressure combination that seems to work, like, I think you can just leave it for the rest of the climb. Okay, this part here gets pretty hard, so I'm gonna reset it and just try and get through here. Wow. Alright. That worked out pretty good. Yeah, this cliff face here is very narrow and still quite bumpy. You gotta pick your way slowly. Oh, and here's a challenging corner. Oh, didn't quite get it. I think I gotta go around kind of on the left there. Whew, made it. Oh man, this is so narrow. nice to scratch up the truck. So I haven't adjusted the wheel offset, which kind of, you know, it's like wheel spacers. There's another place further up where you kind of have to do that. And but you know, these tight crevices, you can't do that. I don't think you can do that yet. The truck is wide enough. Oh, there's a lake. So anyway, I'm leaving it at the stock spacing right now. This hill you have to kind of come at it fast. Downshift. A lot of these hills, you know, you're rewarded if you just attack them. And these cliff faces like this, they're rewarded if you take them cautiously. Ah, there's the bridge. All right. Right into the wall.
Brazilian birds.
Oh yeah. Coming over these little rises, they've got these hazards. So it's wide as you go over the rise, but then when you come over the other side, it's just narrow. And of course, these corners are all too tight. And these erosion bumps. What's going on here? Oh boy. This one you just gotta attack. But you can see it's another narrow crevice. A little bit wider than the previous ones. So I think, yeah, anytime now I could probably adjust the wheel spacing. Oops. That corner came up on me. Yeah, stick it in first and let the motor rev it out. That was a hit. The lakes. up here now? Uh-oh. Gotta get another run at it. Alright. Ooh, this is windy. Oh, there goes the bumper. I found out anytime you change the tire pressure, it winds up resetting the vehicle, so this damage all gets reset. Ooh, getting into some shadows. One thing about this map is the daylight progresses, and it's easy to dally, and then you wind up running out of daylight. Alrighty, this is a tricky road. It's like a cliff face, but on both sides. So that was the ring road, and I've actually taken that. It does go around the whole crater, but the trouble is you use up all your daylight. You know, and right here you can see we're running out of time. The shadows are starting to creep. I mean, you know, if you take your time, all that happens is it winds up going dark, and nighttime does happen, and then you got to turn on your headlights. So like here's a shadowy section here. I'll turn on the headlights. Whatever, it's not that big of a penalty. However, when you do get to the top, there's the leap of death, this ramp, and that's kind of fun to take in the daylight, because then you can see your descent. Ooh, here's a climb. Still got my bumper. Still got my truck. Anyway, we don't need headlights right now. Okay, some more uphill. It was kind of fun going across the grassy place there faster, but yeah, these uphills you gotta slow it back down. Pretty lakes here. Every time I come driving up into this map and see all this, you know, this beautiful scenery, the landscapes, and then, you know, these gorgeous lakes, and it looks like just an ideal truck camping place, except it's murder on the truck to get up here and to get back out of here. Oh yeah, and to get back out of here, of course, all we do is jump off the ramp. But like, look at that. That'd be a great place to come camping. Nice fishing weekend. Bring the swimming trunks. But holy heck, look at the climb to get up here. Okay, I think I see one of the last really hard spots of this map. So I'm going to adjust that spacing. $50mm. That's like 2-inch spacers. But it's like the last thing you really need to solve this map. Oh, notice the bumper's fixed. So yeah, anytime you do any adjustment, it winds up resetting the truck. Alright, finally made it. Lucky bounces, what can I say? But we're not there yet. We still gotta get up this calamitous climb. Whew, made it. Anyway, yeah, the little blue truck, the standard truck. You know, it may take a lot of grinding, but you can make it up that part of the map. Oh, this is pretty tight too. Tight, steep, and bouncy. Oh jeez, where's the road? Oh, look at all these bumps. I think I missed it. Holy cow. Okay. Well, we're not too far now, I think. I can see the ramp now. But yeah, I don't think there's much left. Anything much more challenging on this. Other than just getting up there in the daytime. You know, like if you really have to grind those tough climbs, holy cow, yeah. This could take you well into the night. Okay, what is this? I think this is the last climb. And there it is. It's a good place to reset and enjoy some jumps. Which is kind of the point of this map anyways. Like to see how long the motor can run for after I do a jump. Still running. There's some bridges. Not running. Into the reservoir. Whoa. The motor's still running somehow. Backflips. I killed it. It's fun just seeing what kind of a pancake it turns into. Here's part of the road. Oh, still running. How? That's shot. Ah, motor finally quit. The truck breaks right in half. Oh, there's the bed. Caught up to us. Some other parts. was the motor first hit. But we got up high. I figured we must have gotten up at least 1,000 meters, like a kilometer, maybe even a mile, because that was a long climb. The frame's just about broken off. Alright, yeah, there's a bug sometimes that shows up where you fall into the reservoir, but it doesn't notice that you're in the water, and you're still on fire. And we can see what's left here. What do we have? Well, there's the muffler. There's a shock. The rear end's gone. That's the gas tank. Oh no, there's the rear end. Oh, okay, this is the back of the truck. This is the front. So that's the front shock absorber that's left. One control arm. And then the whole... Oh. Daylight's creeping. There's some glass. Looks like. That's the cabin.
Brazilian Birds Radio. Thank you for tuning in. Stay with us.
Oh, I tried holding the brakes. No brakes. You know, the map is it's just the model, but it's interesting to think how a formation like this would form naturally. Okay, like it's all eroded. But if the glacier went anywhere, it only went down. Like the glacier didn't leave the valley, so this is completely unnatural. But what a map. Boom! There's the fire. One last devastating hit. Yeah, see, if it notices it's fallen into the water, then the fire goes out. Still have the big jump. Still got some motor. Not anymore. No brakes. Yeah, these ledges are just too shallow to land. You got just enough momentum carrying you outwards, or I guess inwards, towards the reservoir. So most of the time you wind up just falling into the water. Oh, got the bug again. Kind of shadowy. Oh, there's this one canyon in the middle of the lake. I've never fallen into it yet. What else has fallen down here? Tires and stuff. Okay, what is that? That's the door. The cab is just crumpled. That's the windshield. Trailer hitch? Rear end. That's hilarious. A little neutral bomb there. Oh, no brakes at all. Brakes, brakes. Still running. There's the engine. Oh, there goes the cab. Oh, the engine quit. That was pretty good. There's the muffler. The end. Where's the engine? Must have fallen off. Ooh, just missed that cliff face. Didn't miss that cliff face. Yeah, we're getting into late afternoon, evening. There's the bumper. All right. Well, proof you can take the standard Gavril truck and climb this map, even though, you know, at first glance it looks like you can't because you're in high range. And tire pressure's too high, you don't have wheel spacers. But a little bit of adjustments and look what we did. Oh, ah. One tire left. There it goes. Bye.